Now we will talk about the other three sections of our literacy block: integrated reading, integrated writing, and designated writing for 3rd through 5th grade classes. Integrated reading is learning about text from text. We are exposing our students to a variety of complex texts. Our goal is to build academic vocabulary background and content knowledge to build a community of learners who are learning through the text. Integrated writing corresponds directly to integrated reading in that students are provided opportunities to respond to the text they are reading and discussing in their unit through writing. Through integrated writing, students write from and about complex texts across curricular areas using text-based evidence. This part of the literacy block focuses on designated writing. An equal emphasis on form and structure and thinking and idea building are critical during designated writing time in order to produce good writers. Writing and language standards are a key focus as students develop narrative, informational, and opinion text types to skillfully communicate ideas. We'd like to close with a video by Lucy Calkins talking about the importance of the mini lesson in designated writing time.
So it's really important what you asked about why mini lesson. One of the things that we know is important is that kids need explicit instruction in the skills and strategies of good writing, but they also need time to practice. So we've deliberately written this series so that the mini lessons are just 10 minutes. And so for example, let's say we're studying a Mentor text. We're not apt to read that whole text in one day. Instead, we'll take a text and we'll look at the lead. Just talk about those first 3 or 4 sentences in one day's mini lesson. And another day we'll come back and look at that text again, and this time we'll line it for something different. And another time we'll come back and look at it yet again. So the mini lessons are really carefully calculated to be 10 minutes. And I know as teachers get kind of skilled at doing mini lessons that sometimes they're 12, 13 minutes. They're a little bit longer. But one of the things to encourage people to do is to make sure that they keep the pace going and keep those mini lessons brief, because the essence of teaching writing is not just the mini lesson, but it's actually the small group work. And in every session of these books, there's a mini lesson, but then there's guidance for what's the small group work look like, and what do you actually expect the kids are doing on their own, and then how do you respond to the predictable problems the kids are going to be getting into on their own. So that each day has a 10-minute mini lesson, then has some advice for small group work and conferring, and then a little bit of a follow-up at the end, which also leads into homework.